Hello, here's Punta, and today I want to talk about like a person. Actually, like his book, he co-authored the book, and I downloaded the book because I want to like read how he is talking, and then it is just such enriching experience. One because of the co-author with him is like a black person, and he is talking about this discrimination, the prejudice that black man has to like suffer in, like, yeah, in the country, in the places. But he met with his friend at a party, but the party is more of like a social event, and he met with the person, and this person is very friendly, and he trying to include him into the community, like what's wrong with you, something like that. And this person, he just feel like, oh yeah, I'm a part of it, I feel connected to the people, I feel connected to the person. And the person who got into the show, like the star of the party, is the person who talked to him. That's Tony Robbins. Okay, so I have known Tony Robbins like since 2018, I would say, because 2018 is the year like I trying to learn about English language. As I'm saying now, people give many feedback like I'm really good at like English speaking, but I want to say like I'm not naturally good at that. Like I'm really shy, and I'm really shy to talk in English, and then I also like have low mark in English, I would say, compared to other subjects, because the other subjects are like just brilliant, but English is not like a subject that I give like much satisfaction to myself. But at that year, I'm gonna focus on English totally, and I listened to one English podcaster, and he talked, and then he gave this video transcript that is Tony Robbins, and he talked about that South American strong accent of Tony Robbins. And then I just interested in Tony Robbins. I'm not very into personal development and this kind of stuff at that moment, 2018. I'm just like a student trying to learn about English, and interested in Tony Robbins. And later after that, I trying to learn much more about this personal development field. Yeah. And today I want to share like what I read from the book. It is actually like there are many part. There are three parts in the book. The first is the modeling of human excellence. If you heard the word excellent, you kind of like, oh, what is like what are necessary things to be this excellence, right? And the part two is the ultimate success formula. Actually, like I'm not very into formula. I'm more of like a process kind. But if you go into like chemistry or like biochemistry, like very scientific subject, then you got realize that formula from process. Okay, there are many background processes that contribute to this final short sentence, like this formula. There are many background reasons. So yeah, the ultimate success formula. Yeah, you should excited for the title. And the part three is leadership, the challenge of excellence. And if you want to read the book name is Unlimited Power. Okay, it's co-authored by Tony Robbins and another person. Yeah, and in the part one, the chapter one is about human choice, and the chapter 2 and then 3, okay, so I'm not gonna read all that, but I want to talk about the human choice. In the book, he talk about like human choice and also like power. There are two definitions of power. The one is like real power, and then the second is like ultimate power. So what is the real power? The real power is you can get the result you want, and then you also like add value to other people's life. That's real power. And the ultimate power is controlling your life, like shaping your life. You make your life like the perfect condition you want. That's the ultimate power. But it is also like you build it, you maintain it, and you keep going. That is the ultimate power. And I think I'm practicing the ultimate power right now, like I'm now speaking. This kind of like a habit, but I want to be like describe my thought with clarity and precision. Clarity mean like the audience can get the point I'm making. Like it is kind of like a teacher, but not a teacher kind of in a very academic setting. It is kind of like a delivering, connecting message from the sources, the results actually from the book or the video that I'm learning to the audience with this clarity. And I think like clarity is very important for me, because to express your thought clearly and like to express what you learn like clearly to other people, I think that is the essence of learning. Like learning is not only like taking in knowledge, like absorbing the knowledge like a sponge, but also like be able to deliver it in a mood or in a condition that other people can get it. That's why I'm doing this. Like that is part of my learning process right now. Not only like public speaking, not only like English speaking, but also like my learning process that I'm trying to talk and like accumulate the knowledge I learn and deliver in a form that you can understand what I'm saying. Like I can say whatever I want, but I have to references, I have to take from that, and then I have to deliver in a way that both I can talk about it and you can understand. There's the one thing, the clarity. And the second thing is precision. Also like precision is very important, because like we can be like random, we can follow the trend, but to be precise mean like I take the knowledge with valued, right? I don't just take it because it's popular. I don't take it because it can make me like successful. I don't take it because other people like Tony Robbins, something like that. No. I connect the dot and I connect like, oh yeah, what he said makes sense according to the like neurolinguistic NLP2. What he say is correct according to the meaning of like making meaning in life. What he said is right about trauma aspect. So I have many topic, many resources in my resolver, and I'm trying to connect it, and I'm trying to challenge like Tony Robbins idea, like what he says right or wrong from this perspective. So it is kind of like analysis kind of thing. I try to analyze what he's saying, and then I take what is like most precise things, and most precise mean precise according to my analysis. Of course, yeah, you know what? Today you can ask AI. That one thing that really trouble me, but I have used AI. Believe me, I have used AI. But what I found is that if you use AI, artificial intelligence, all the time, or maybe like every time, it is not good. Like it is not good at all. It is harmful to my critical thinking, because like I may talk about the subject, I may try to research it, I may try to connect all the dots myself, and then I talk it. And then after my talk, I will go find the topic through the AI, something like that. But sometimes I will not, because I already had the answer. okay? And if I don't need like additional information, I will not search more on AI, because what I learned is that AI is not a very good servant. It can be a master if you are not like using it correctly, like what you think if what it let you to think. So that's why I said like, no, I'm gonna do all the job myself, and then I will find more for additional resources. But to be like that, you have to build your resources first. For example, like I have to read book myself, I have to listen, I have to read paper myself, or it's like me checking, not AI checking. Like if I have many people, then maybe I ask the AI, and yeah. But if not, I will do all by myself, because that is also my analysis thinking, like analytical thinking. That's why I do it. So what I'm talking. Okay, what I'm talking is real power, and then atomic power, and by Tony Robbins. So he talk about this power a lot, and then as the book or they talk like in this information age, like people value specialized knowledge. Specialized knowledge mean like knowledge in a field, and they are value quite much. So in the past, like the money is the power, but nowadays, like knowledge is the power. But that is not the end, actually, because like people can get the knowledge from all sources, but not everyone act upon the knowledge. You see, like you can get knowledge whatever you want, but not everyone is successful. Why? Because action, you need action. Action is the catalyst. And he defined power is the ability to add, to achieve what you want. So that is the power. And I just I think about it a lot, like the power and the ability to add. If you think really, it is like it is a very useful, like enlightening moment for you if you really think about it. You don't only learn, you add. Like for me to reflect personally, I would say like I've read many books, I've listened many lessons, but do I add? I try to add it. This is kind of like my action. This my reflection video is kind of my action. I try to reflect the topic and then I think about it. It is kind of my action, but I do need more action than this. That is communication. Yeah, I really need to communicate with the one in my field. So yeah, that's my reflection point. And the ability to add is not only like I cannot only like accumulate knowledge. Of course, knowledge is power. Like classified knowledge, like specialized knowledge, they are very useful nowadays. But I need to like learn how to let others in my field know that I'm learning this and I'm experiencing this. So in the next reflection video, I'm gonna go for more of like topic that really interests me, that are in my study area, like study scope recently, and I'm gonna focus more on that. Yeah, I'm gonna focus more on that. I'm gonna do more reflection on that. What I want you to take away today is about power. Yeah, power. I use a book to discuss about this topic, but I really like the last message for you to take away today is like power is the ability to add to get what you want. And you should ask like the question, do I have the power? Do I have that power? You just should like ask yourself, and then like, are you doing things to get the power? That will be the second question. Like, yeah. So you should reflect on that. And that's all for me today. Thank you all for listening. And have a nice day. Yeah, have a nice day.